What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to two things. First, the winners of the 200 Nether Robot giveaway we had a week and a few days ago. Right, you'll find them down in the description and pinned comment, as usually in form of a Google Doc. If you participated, make sure to check it out. And secondly, what you see right here, this is how you play the Crisis Robot if you don't want to play him as a sniper. Because you might remember I made a video about it telling you that this is not a brawler. Because I've noticed how difficult it is not getting instantly destroyed as soon as you drop your stealth when you try it as a brawler with, for example, Devastators, Glaciers, or any of the short-range weapons. And now I think it's an up-to-date video because many of you or some of you might be aiming towards getting a Crisis Robot, perhaps maybe even got one, and are wondering, how do I play this thing without getting absolutely slaughtered every time I drop my stealth? And this is where the homing auto-aim machine guns come in, a video I've already also told you about, but I felt like I need to stress the issue a little more. This thing allows you to, these weapons allow you to perform immensely well with the Crisis Robot. They're like kind of the secret for this robot, if you ask me, because that way you can shoot without getting shot back and you can really take enemies down. Look at that Mars, for example. He's dropping in and my shield break ability overpower just goes right through his shield, drops him. Okay, this Emogi isn't aiming at me right now, but if he was aiming at me, tell me how he should kill me. It's not possible for him to kill me in this situation because I simply stay out of line of sight from him, because I do not need line of sight myself, and that really allows this Crisis Robot to perform incredibly well. You can use the firepower of your 4 heavy weapons to the maximum of their potential, without getting shot back so much. I would recommend using it with phase shift like I did here, because it gives you these extra seconds before your stealth reactivates, so you can activate that stealth back. One of the problems is that, and you'll see this happen to me a lot, in my head the Smuta was not nerfed, and it still had the 150 meters or whatever it was aiming threshold. Remember that Smuta, these projectile smart guns, they have an auto-aiming, but it only activates after a certain time. If you're within 100 meters, the weapon will just spray in front of you and not aim towards the enemy. And it used to be 150 meters and then they would auto-track the enemy. But they don't do that anymore at 150 or so. They now need 200 meters between you and the target, before they start tracking. But for example, this guy here with his Aether Titan really wants me. And I've already killed him so much, I've done so much damage to him, and he can never get me, because I can always shoot around cover and play very tricky and careful. But you'll see a lot of the time now how I'm too close to the enemy, too close within the 200 meters range, and I will miss damage output because my weapons aren't ready to curve around the corner yet. Here, for example, we're doing it, we're curving heavily at him, and you see he's taking a tremendous amount of damage, at least for a few seconds. I dropped him to that was like 30% damage he just lost very quickly. And he could never shoot me back. Excuse me, guys, I'm really a little sick right now, or sicklish. Seems like a bit of like an allergy thing now that spring is coming crazy here. And here in this situation, I death-marked the enemy Revenant. I should have just taken the Revenant out easily. But I just wanted to show you how easily I can kill that Aether without him being able to shoot me back. But again, within 200 meters range, so everything I fire there goes into nowhere. And the Aether would now be destroyed. But he is not destroyed because I was still within the 200 meters. And it's really annoying, because the weapons, in my head, they don't have that. I understand it now, and I realize this now, but it was so much like rooted in my brain that there is a 150 meters threshold, and I just couldn't get it into my head that I need to be within 200 meters. If you play this yourself and you play it more often, you will of course get used to it, and you will understand. Don't fire when you're too close. Make sure you stay in cover around the distance which you need. And then doing so, you will perform like a boss with this setup, without getting shot back constantly and getting killed. Nice ending here. So that was not a really good round. Most of the time I was just firing at Titan resistance, a Titan robot with terrible, insane resistance that can heal himself forever and never go down actually. Then I was getting hunted by this Rev that I didn't shoot, and I didn't really have too many robots to smash, but it was still an easy first place for me there. So despite being in any way, shape, or form a very good match, it was still a good result. And this will happen all the time, of course. A stupid stealth meta that just annoys the crap out of me, man. I really hate this stealth meta. Why does Pixonic always have to go overboard completely on something? Okay, we have an absorber shield meta. Everything and everyone has absorber shields all the time and non-stop. Oh, and now we switched the meta to stealth. And now everyone and their dog has stealth on every robot 5 times over. It's so annoying how it's always too much. Always it needs to be too much. Why can't there be multiple metas, different, aligned next to each other? No, it always has to be this one thing that again, see this? I mean, you can't kill anything. Everything you kill runs into a stealth as soon as you start to deal damage. It is so frustrating and annoying. Ugh. So sickening, seriously, man. Could do so much better, Pixar. It could do so much better. It's unbelievable how much better you could do. Anyways, let's keep going. This guy comes back out with his Typhon, but unfortunately he doesn't really leave his cover all the way. He wants to take me down though, because I have shot him so many times around the corner. But again, 200 meters, 195, 199, 198. I needed 10 meters more, which I couldn't do because he was walking towards me while I was walking away from him. I wanted to get out of this minimum range, but it was impossible because he kept walking towards me. So, with 10 meters distance was the reason I couldn't kill him. Of course. Just press my luck. But yeah, so make sure to keep that in mind when you play this robot. That minimum range is going to absolutely ruin your day for the auto-tracking if you don't pay attention to it. Always make sure to consider the enemy walking towards you will change everything. You need to have this puffer zone between your firing. Ideally, you fire between 4 and 450 meters, because then you understand when he's walking towards you and you have a lot of time to react to it, right? But if you're firing at 220 meters, the enemy is starting to walk towards you, and then you realize, oh no, he's getting closer and he's already within your range. And he's already, he's walking still, and it's difficult to get out of 200 meters then. I'm not sure if all these enemies actually know about the minimum range arc, or if they simply try to get closer. Yeah, it happens a lot that you lose firepower because of this, and it's easily avoidable. Did you see, by the way, how he was hitting me even though he was turned the wrong way? He jumps at me. After the jump, immediately deals damage. First shot, boom, already hit. Boom, second shot, hit, boom. Third shot, boom, hit. Fourth shot, boom. And he's turned the wrong way. I was walking backwards and he should have been turned I don't know, probably on his screen he was not turned the wrong way. Because there sometimes can be some kind of little desync, right? And on his screen he was doing this, but on your screen it looked like he was doing something else. And this can sometimes cause this, that you understand, that you think he was looking the wrong way, but he actually didn't, on his screen anyways. And what he does client-sided on his side impacts what you will feel on your side. And I think this is also the reason why hacking works in War Robots, is because the client can kind of decide what's going to happen to the other client. When he does something, the other client will feel it afterwards, even though it didn't kind of like this happen on your end. If I'm wrong. Here, again, see this? I am curving shots at this guy like a boss. I activated my shield break. I know it's a Typhon robot, and I'm corner shooting him immensely. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Now he would be killed, and I understand now. Wait a minute. He's within 200 meters range. So the entire time I fired at him, it was worthless. Now we're doing it again. This time we are actually out of range, and what happens now? He's got stealth. Of course he does. Yeah. So hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to show you something that maybe you were wondering about. How do you play the Crisis? In my opinion, this thing is either a dedicated sniper from far away where you don't get shot much back, or it's like a tricky brawler like this that brawls without actually showing himself too much. And if you do it right, like you see here, you can track the enemy down even with fast dashing nether robots, and they still get taken out very quickly, very effectively. And here in this situation, just in case you're wondering, I was trying to kill myself because I wanted the Titan, and so I just walk in and yeah, ruin myself. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and catch you in the next video. And if you did participate in the giveaway, make sure to check down in the video description, pinned comment, the link to the Google Doc, and see if you're in there. The winners are now announced. It can take 2 weeks or so, or 1.5, 2 weeks typically, for the prizes to make it into the hangar for the winners. And yeah, another giveaway will be just around the corner. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. See you soon. Manni signing off. Bye bye.